How to use Figma for beginners. And to get started off, I suggest you get a free Figma template. The website that I recommend to you is templatefreebies.com. So I just typed in free and let's just pick a random one. Let's do this one. And click copy to Figma. It's gonna automatically pop up in the application, so all you need to do is open it up, and here it is. So what we're gonna do first is see how big this frame is right here. It's 375 by 812. So what we're gonna do is create a frame. So 375 812, here it is. This is the resolution that they've used. And let's try to copy this. So let's select 8 and just move it right now. So this is the best way to learn in Figma. If you see a design that you want to make, you see an animation that you want to make, you can just copy that into your project file and then create the exact same thing. And it will be a lot easier because you can basically just see how you can do some of the things. Now, I'm not gonna copy this exactly because I do want to show you a couple of other things that are not in this frame. Well, let's just get started. So the first thing that I want to do here is change the color of this. So okay, let's change the color. Let's go to the fill. Let's get this guy. Let's do that, and there you go. We've successfully copied the background. What I want to do next is go to the text and copy the feed. So let's do that. Let's add another text that says resume. Resume, there you go. Let's place it like that. Let's turn down this this font. Let's go, if it was 39, let's go 32. Okay, let's go even smaller. Let's go 24. Now let's try to copy this. So what is this? This is basically a photo that we can try and copy. Let's select a rectangle. Let's make it so that it's roughly the same size. There you go. Let's make this white as, see if this is white. Yep, it is. Let's do that. Copy paste this. And let's make this a mask. So why did I just copy paste the rectangle and make a mask out of it? Well, let me show you. If I, for example, have some text. Now you see this is with the mask. As you can see, everything outside of this mask, you just can't see it. Let's remove the mask. As you can see, when the mask is off, this text can just go through the mask, and I don't want that. 20, yeah, it looks nice. Let's change this. Let's do that. Let's add another piece of text that says 27K. And to be honest, I've kind of spotted a flaw in their design because this is white and this is not white. So there's you can see a sharp edge, and I don't really like that. So what we can do here to fix this sharp edge is select the rectangle that's under the mask and not the mask itself. Remember that. Let's go to the fill right here, and if you remember, we made it so that it's white. Let's not do that. Let's select this color right here. Let's go to linear. Now let's select this other color, make it so that it is white. Let's make this color so that it's this color right here. And now as you can see, there is no sharp edge. It just smoothly kind of goes into white. So let's make another rectangle. Here you go. And let's make this rectangle white. Now, the reason we can't see the rectangle is because of the mask. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go below the mask, as you can see. And now everything below the mask just ignores, can be seen. And everything above the mask can be seen when it goes over the edge of the mask. Now I think I've showed you enough. I mean, I can make this one bar right now to show an example of that. Let's make a rectangle. Let's do that. A bit skinnier. There you go. We can make the edges rounder like that. And let's change the color to that. And once we've done that, you can select this, hold Alt, and then do that, hold Alt again, do that, hold Alt again, do that, and then let's change the color of this. Now these are sticking out the bottom, so I'm just gonna fix this. I mean, I don't need to, that's why I made a mask, but I can just fix this. And as you can see, they have sharpened edges and rounded edges at the exact same time. So how are we gonna do this? Well, you can just select one of these, click this button right here, independent corners. Once you've done that, you can select this to be 0. There you go, 0. And do this on every single one of these. Now, there are some things that I want to show you that are not in this frame that we're copying, so let's just head over to some of the things that I wanted to show you. This is how to make a drop-down menu. So let me just show you how it works real quick. Click it, select monitor. So yeah, that's how it works. So let me just briefly go through this, and then I'm gonna actually make a drop-down menu right here. What you need to do is create this select item. You just need to create that, and then create a drop-down menu below that. Group them up separately, and then make a component out of that. I'm gonna show you how to make a component later while I make the drop-down menu. And then you gotta make another variant of this, and then another variant of that. And then in the first one, you gotta remove the drop-down menu, and then hold Alt, drag it right here. And then this guy should be exactly the same as this previous guy, and you gotta remove the drop-down menu. You gotta write down monitor, and then the key is to prototype them. So as you can see, this monitor is connected to this guy. Once you click on this element, it's gonna take you down to this element above. So let me just do this real quick. Let's get a rectangle. Let's do that. Let's make it so that it's not in the mask, so you can actually see it. Let's do that. Let's add some text, and then casually just make a drop-down menu like this. Make it so that it's under the mask, of course. What you're gonna be making right now is an option, so let's do that. Let's add some text. Place it under the mask. Hold the CTRL. Select these two elements, and then Shift A. What you've done now is you've created an auto layout. So you just do that. Hold Alt and just duplicate them like that. Let's change the text to say something else. Let's actually select all of this and just place them right here so we can have an easier time. Now, once you're done with this, what you need to do is select the drop-down menu, create an auto layout by pressing Shift and A at the exact same time. Select all of this and click Create Component. And once you created the component, you need to add a variant and then add another variant. So what you gotta do now is select frame 5. In this case, just the frame where the drop-down menu is. Click Clip Content and just drag it like that. As you can see, we can still kind of see the drop-down menu. How you can fix that, let's select frame 5. How you can fix that is by going into the height, and you can't select 0, but you can do 0.0001, and what that will do is that will round it up to 0. And then now what you need to do is click Alt and just drag this right here and make the component go under the mask, of course. And now what you need to do is just create monitor, banana, and hello, all of the options down here. So let's open this up, frame 5. We can just actually just delete this. And let's just go monitor. And now what you need to do is prototype. Now prototyping is, it's not that hard. It is one of the best features I think Figma has. So what do we want here? We want to open up the drop down menu once we click select. So let's do that. Let's go change to on click. So you click it and it changes to this. Let's make a very cool animation. So instead of instant, you click instant, go smart animate, and you can go ease out. Let's go 400. Double click on monitor and just drag it onto this monitor right here. Smart animate, banana, go to banana, and hello, go to hello. Now, what do we want to happen when we click on monitor? We want to go back to the drop down menu above. So let's do that. Let's do the same thing with banana. Let's do the same thing with hello. And there you go. Let's select this select option. Let's move it back here. Let's go to the present. Find our frame. It should be 20. Yeah, this is our frame. So this is what I've created. Let's click select, monitor, banana, hello. Click select again. This is going to be select. So that's how to create a drop down menu. Let's create a button now. You make this button at the exact same way you make the drop down menu. It's way easier to make a button actually. So what we want here is this press to be the main component. We connect it to hovering. Once we click hovering, actually I'm gonna go to prototype. So while hovering, it goes to this state. Once you click on hovering, it goes to this state. So the button is pressed. As you can see, for some reason I just I changed the text so that it you can concentrate better. So once I click this, it changes to pressed. Once I hover on the pressed, it goes to hovering, but with this different color to indicate that the button has already been pressed. And once you click this, as you can see on click, it changes to press again. Another thing that I want to show you is how to create this slide button right here. It's pretty cool. You don't have to do a lot of prototyping here. It's very easy. It works like that. Now let's create that off and on button. And there you go. Oh wow, I forgot to add another prototype. It should auto update, and there you go, it works now. Another important thing that I wanted to show you is icons. So let's right click on this rectangle right here, go to plugins, and I use the plugin Iconify. So if you just started, you're not gonna have any plugins, so click find more plugins and just type in Iconify. It's a free plugin. Once you get this plugin, you can now search these icons. So let's type in search to get a search icon. Here you go, by search. Let's do that, paste here. Here's the icon that we made. And by the way, if you wanna stretch a picture up without ruining the resolution or the proportions of the resolution, just hold shift and now you can drag it as much as you want. And there you go, that was the beginner guide to Figma. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, see you in the next video.